Hey Everline, and welcome back to the channel. First off, what is fuel rail pressure? Think of the fuel rail as a pipeline that holds gasoline under high pressure, ready to be injected into your engine cylinders. The engine control module, or ECM, constantly monitors this pressure. For your engine to start smoothly, the pressure needs to hit a specific minimum level very quickly during cranking. If it doesn't, the ECM flags the P00C6 code and might even prevent the engine from starting to protect it. So, what are the common culprits behind this low pressure issue? There are quite a few possibilities. The most obvious one is a weak or failing fuel pump. The pump is the heart of your fuel system. If it can't generate enough pressure, the whole system suffers. This could be the main in-tank pump or a high-pressure fuel pump, depending on your vehicle's design, especially if you have a gasoline direct injection or GDI engine. Another frequent cause is a clogged fuel filter. Over time, your fuel filter catches all sorts of debris and sediment. If it gets too clogged, it restricts fuel flow, kind of like a kink in a garden hose. This restriction prevents the pump from building up the necessary pressure in the rail, especially during the high demand of an engine start. It's a relatively cheap part to replace and often overlooked during routine maintenance. Next, let's talk about the fuel pressure sensor itself. This little sensor is what tells the ECM the pressure in the rail. If the sensor is faulty, it might send an incorrect, low reading to the computer, even if the actual pressure is perfectly fine. The ECM, trusting the sensor's data, will then set the P00C6 code. So, the problem isn't the pressure, but the messenger. Leaks in the fuel system are another major cause. This could be a leak from a fuel line, a fitting, or even a faulty fuel injector that's stuck open. A stuck-upon injector will continuously dump fuel into the cylinder, causing a rapid drop in rail pressure. You might also notice other symptoms like a strong smell of gasoline, poor fuel economy, or even black smoke from the exhaust if an injector is the issue. Let's not forget about electrical problems. The fuel pump and pressure sensor both rely on proper electrical connections. A corroded wire, a bad ground, a blown fuse, or a faulty fuel pump control module can all interrupt the power or signal, leading to low pressure readings or a non-functioning pump. So, how do you diagnose PO? The best tool for the job is a scan tool with live data capabilities. You can monitor the desired fuel rail pressure versus the actual fuel rail pressure while you crank the engine. If the actual pressure struggles to climb or stays far below the desired value, you know you have a real pressure problem. If you have a mechanical fuel pressure gauge, you can also connect it to the system to verify the electronic sensor's reading. If your gauge shows good pressure but the scan tool shows low pressure, you've likely found your problem: a bad fuel pressure sensor. If both the scan tool and a mechanical gauge show low pressure, it's time to check the fuel pump's operation. You can often hear the pump prime for a few seconds when you turn the key to the on position. If it's silent, you'll want to check the fuel pump fuse, relay, and wiring for power and ground. If the pump is running but the pressure is still low, the pump itself might be weak. Or you could have a severe clog in the fuel filter. Do you want to forget to do a thorough visual inspection for any signs of fuel leaks from the tank all the way to the engine? Fixing your P00C6 code is all about systematic elimination. Start with the easiest and cheapest things first, like checking fuses and the fuel filter, before moving on to more expensive components like the fuel pump or injectors. I hope this guide helps you tackle the P00C6 code. It can be a bit of a headache, but with a logical approach, you can pinpoint the problem and get your car starting reliably again. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more car repair tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.